It's really fun to be back here with you all. I hope you can, enjoy music tonight and hope you cherish this as part of your fiesta memory because I know I will.
We are Next Perfect Day. We're a Citypop band from Toronto.
My name is Jay. I play the guitar.
My name is Carlos Santo Domingo. I play bass.
My name is John Katanis, and I play drums for Next Perfect Day.
My name is Ming Huang, and I play keys for Next Perfect Day.
We play Japanese and Korean Citypop from the 70s, 80s, and sometimes 90s.
The arrangements and the way the music is composed is sort of similar to a lot of funk music and jazz adjacent music. Like there's some saxophone solos and like some space for improvisation in the music built in already.
Citypop is a genre that mixed East and the West. So basically the Western musical genres like R&B, jazz, it went to Japan and then Japanese musicians recreated them into this fun genre called Citypop. The word Citypop didn't even exist back then.
It really resonates with a lot more people than I originally thought. Like I definitely sort of look at it more like differently, like more value.
And a lot of younger people love it for some reason. Like people, like teenagers and people, in their 20s, they love this genre that they never, listen to. But then when they listen to it, they feel this like sense of nostalgia.
일단 장르 자체가 그렇게 막 시끄럽거나 이러고 하진 않는데 약간 칠한 분위기를 가져가면서도 약간 개인적으로 베이스 기타를 좋아해서 베이스가 좀 잘 들리는 음악이라 좀 더 좋아하는 것 같아요.
일단 아무래도 밴드다 보니까 그 각자 악기만의 매력들이 너무 세세하게 들려서 너무 좋았고 그리고 약간 그 일본의 그 옛날 뭐라 그래야지 그 네온 사인과 그런 알록달록한 그런 분위기가 조명부터 분위기부터 노래부터 다 전해져서 너무 좋았어.
So I find it very interesting. And our band, I think our goal is to bring that sound back to this era, but not just repeating what Citypop did in the 70s and 80s, but just bringing our own feel and our touch to recreate the genre.
I think I put together the band. Actually, before that, our bassist that she mentioned, named Hyunsu, who's not Carlo, who's playing with us today. He wanted to start a Citypop band just because he loves that genre. And to be honest, like I didn't really listen to Citypop or like knew any songs until that point. Like he just gave me like 20 songs and let's play all these songs, book a show, and then put a band together. Like he's like a bedroom bassist. So he doesn't know a lot of musicians. So he reached out to me and I would play guitar and I put the rest of the band together with John and Ming, who's in the other room right now, and Cecilia.
Yeah, I remember the first, like kind of a digression here, but like the first time that I really felt like we were doing something that's not as like just another project, but like kind of something real, if that even means anything, was when we did that gig at this venue that was like a ticketed thing. Like people would actually have to purchase a ticket to come watch us, and then we actually packed the house. Like I think we sold out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, right? So that was like, wow, people really are digging this. And I'm not just playing music just as like a background thing, but I'm really delivering something to them and they appreciate it and I appreciate them being there, and that was great. Yeah. For musicians, like we do have, like we sort of fall in and out of a period of like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
I think we're all in like a constant state of learning how to like manage being a musician in this career. I think the wise words that I received from another drummer was just like, there's either do or don't. So I think it's just trying to find things to constantly do.
Personally, I think the obstacle is, time constraints, because, I have a 9-to-5, kind of living a double life, as a musician and a 9-to-5er. So just making sure I have enough time to, practice and, rehearse and live this life at night.
It's exactly like how they said it, like carving that time out for yourself and for your art is, I think, the place where that I'm trying to be at.
It's funny because like I am still like hesitant to call myself a musician. Although like I'm like in a band and I released my own single and stuff, I still like hesitate to call myself a musician because I'm surrounded by so many great musicians, including himself. Am I good enough to, call myself a musician? So like I always have that imposter syndrome in me, and I think I'll have that forever.
Playing with other people is where you really find yourself and how you fit in with other people.
Being in that environment together, like it really, it made a difference. I feel like a lot of the time I'm thinking about like being professional. Music is a job to me a little bit, but I do enjoy doing music and, I do my own music, but also a lot of this like professional idea, it's in my head. I have to like, be there for the vocalist and like be solid and be ready.
So like all the rhythmic stuff, which I love, they've got like that's taken care of. But like sometimes really hard for me to listen to like John and Carlo, like just like grooving so hard, and I really want to jump on like some of the rhythmic figure that they were doing. But it's like Jay would, because we're talking like creative differences, like Jay would tell me like, no, just hold the chords. It's like, and then like I don't get to do any of the rhythmic stuff. It took me a while to sort of be like okay with it, because I would listen back to when I like actually just try to play like rhythmic stuff, because I'm like, that feels good for me, right? And then I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't sound good at all. So then like just scaling back and just play really simple and just letting them sound good, and me just like support them supporting the singer, and then it actually sounds better that way. So like I guess that would be something that I had a creative difference about, and then learning that I was wrong, and then just doing what's best to serve the song.
Actually, there was a moment. I was in first year, I wasn't even a drummer yet, and I went to see Casey Roberts, and the drummer, whose name was Chino de Villa, he's a Filipino guy, and as a Filipino, he was like one of the first people I saw on a stage that I was like, yo, Filipinos could just straight up do this? How can I achieve this build? That for me, that was huge. Like that could be me, that could be me one day.
So music was always like something that I loved doing, but I never imagined like being on stage and like actually doing it as a musician. I was always a backstage person. It was, I think, 2017, late 2017, I went on exchange to Hong Kong. Like my bucket list was like, I want to sing at a jazz bar. Like I've never sang at a jazz bar before. So I went up and sang, and like to my surprise, people loved it.
If I see people in the crowd and everybody's like dancing, getting like moving, two-step, whatever, I'm like, I'm doing my job. This is good.
It was super good. I love listening to so many of the Citypop competitions, especially from Maria Takeuchi, and the bands blew me away. So good. Would recommend 100%.
The very first gig that I played with John, with this band, there was a moment where we were supposed to just keep going, just play the groove like constantly, but John just basically looked at the whole band, just shout like break, like the music was going then, and then for a whole bar, like nobody would play except for the soloist, right? And then we'd go back in at the same time. It was like a heavy downbeat. The audience obviously didn't know that was unscripted, but like that was very like in the moment of John to shout that out, and then everybody went nuts in the audience. They're like, yeah, because they can feel the energy, right?
He'll go off script for a bit, and then it's in the same moment that me or Carlo or Jay goes off script, and it's in a very subtle way. That kind of an ultra instinct comes from just playing as much as you can with as many different people as you can, and then you sort of get these like little hints, like, oh, he might do this or she might do that, whatever, And then every once in a while there will be an audience member who catches it too, and they interact with us, and it becomes like we create like these little inside jokes.
It's raw and like very on the edge kind of thing.
Something about that like gets you screaming.
As live performers, we all kind of live for that.
Music is something that makes me the happiest at this moment of my life. When I play music with my friends, with this band, that's when I really feel, oh, this is something that I really want to continue doing.